That's Ziggy, and the next interview about the bike, yeah? We will do with him. I don't really like you. He's a bit cautious of his camera shy.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do we have here? Continental GT.
Yes.
That was a first Royal Enfield I rode.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I think I saw it. Was it a white one?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was slightly, little bit customized,
Yeah, I think
so it wasn't a
yes,
a little bit of horsepower. I loved it.
Yeah.
Took country lanes
Yeah.
for half a day. It was perfect. The weight, how it balances, and for the country lanes where like you can't even see in front of you, and the car can come in every corner. You can't go mad anyway. So the horsepower and the speed was more than enough.
Yeah.
And so nimble, sitting position, everything. I loved it, and the sound, just loved it.
Yeah, no, they are great. They're perfect for this country, aren't they?
Yes, and perfect for customizing. So this is another custom build by you.
Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. So this one, it's not a custom build in the sense that we haven't changed any geometry. Nothing's been cut or hacked or anything like that. What we've done here is we've added the parts to this that we have on the shelf that we sell. So it's like a bit of a rolling showroom, and then we've powder coated the engine cases and the exhausts, yeah, we're really pleased with it. It looks wicked.
So you've changed the look only on this one.
Yeah.
What we tried to do is enhance the feel of quality. So some of the things that can be improved upon, we've tried to do that. So it retains the look of the original bike, but it just looks nicer.
What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love? When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say to me is like poetry. I just want you for my own. It's really easy to tell that you're the best girl I've ever known. I'm not gonna waste this. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love?
Just the pipes, really. So similar to the one I showed you over there, it's got the S&S slip-on pipes and the air filter mod. So it's about 5 horsepower, about 5 Newton meters of torque. So it makes it crisper, more power in the mid-range. It sounds better, and it definitely picks up better. So it has got more power, but not much.
The idea of the look, how did you came up with that? Just randomly picking the parts in the shop and deciding how they will look together, or you had a picture of like starting
we
like
wanted
proper?
to, and the same with all of all the other ones that we've done. We wanted it to look look lovely and ride lovely, but also, as we said before, keep the comfort and the everyday usability of it. So everything that is on there, nothing's compromised, comfort or anything like that. So it's still something you can get on if you want to go. Go and ride down to Brighton or somewhere like that. You can get on it, and it's, you haven't lost that comfort that you have on the standard bike.
We wanted it to be accessible, didn't we?
Yeah.
A lot of that is to do with the price, but also as a CAF racer, it's not too drastic. The handlebars are in the original position, so they're not. You're not putting too much weight on your wrist. You don't get a bad back and a bad neck like some of them do. And it's a reasonable price. And all of those parts we have separately on the shelf, and we've fitted some parts, but I don't think we've done that many together. We haven't done the headlamp and that back mudguard together before, I don't think, on a Continental GT anyway. It looks wicked.
Can you take us through all the parts that you fitted on this bike?
Yeah, do you want to do
What
that?
have you-
Yeah, so this has got, so obviously we've changed, so at the moment, it's still got the standard headlight in actually, but we've got a different one to put in. So we changed the fairing, so we put this little bikini fairing on it. Obviously the indicators, so these are super bright actually, aren't they?
Yeah,
These
really
little
bright.
LED indicators. Obviously little things we've done, so bar end mirrors with bar end weights, changed the grips, and then these little caps, so we can take off the old horrible mirrors. They just fill in the gap there, so it doesn't, just tidies that up. Obviously it's been painted, so it's had a custom paint job that we've had done. Other than that, front end wise, really, it's still sort of standard. But then this is actually a Royal Enfield touring seat, so it's got a different seat on it and a dual seat hump. Then these little suspension, I think they're called RSU finishers. Again, move the indicators. So as standard, the indicators would be back here with the original brake light. So they've been moved forwards. And then change the rear mudguard to a slightly shorter one, and then you can incorporate this brake light. Other than that, yeah, we've changed the pipes, so it's got the S&S slip-on pipes, and then the rest of it's really just sort of painting, things like that. So all these little covers here and the engine casings, down pipes, brake pedals and everything, they've all been powder coated. And then the S&S air intake, delete kit and the air filter. But other than that, it's pretty much a stock bike. So we wanted to show that you can you can totally transform the look of your bike, but not a massive amount of money, which again keeps it very accessible for anyone to get on and do it.
And what is the not massive amount of money?
So this
This
was,
one was 8,999.
but that was including the paint as well, to have the tank painted.
So 8,999 is the price with a bike and like
So
everything.
that's
Like
quite done.
But the gentleman has up-spec'd the headlamp, so in the showroom where that wall display is, you'll have seen the LED headlamps. So he's going to have one of those. They look really cool, don't they?
Yeah.
When we fit those, we generally like to replace these. This is a cast alloy bracket, so we use a really nice machine billet alloy one that looks much tidier, much nicer. Again, that's one of the things that lifts the quality of the bike, because if you replace all of the things that perhaps let it down a little bit, it lifts the feel of the quality of the bike.
talking about Continental GT, your customers, when they come back, the ones who has it, what are reviews, what they say, what would they recommend to change except from the looks to improve performance, or maybe they're coming back to change some parts because it's a little bit failing or they don't like it?
I don't think any of them change because they're failing. It depends who it is. Some of the guys who are my age, we sell a piece of kit to lift the handlebars over the yoke. So that lifts the front of the bike up, and it basically makes the riding position much closer to an interceptor. So compared to how it is now, you're carrying even less weight on your wrist and you sat more upright. People my age, that can be good. For people Jack's age, it's usually the custom bits. We sell a lot of, actually we've done quite a few of the indicator conversions. So you're moving the, you're getting rid of that.
Oh yeah.
And you're replacing it with something like that. This one's been anodized black, but we do them in it's normally a really nice shiny stainless steel. So that's probably the most common thing.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, obviously, like we said with the Interceptor, really, a few people change the suspension.
Yeah, yeah.
The most common thing is a set of pipes.
Yeah,
I think
set of pipes and an air filter mod.
Yeah, that's the sort of most common thing. And then, like you say, after that, it's just things that make, like you say, lift the quality a little bit.
Yeah.
So just change.
There's loads and loads of pipes that you can buy, but the S&S ones are the only ones that would develop with the bike.
So would you say this is the set of, like, this is a high-end set of pipes for Royal Enfield Continental GT, like
pipes that you can buy.
Yeah, definitely.
or custom make?
Yeah.
But
Custom made,
this is
yeah.
more than
Sky's
enough
the limit.
to improve
But I
the...
think this is at a price point where, you're not spending too much money, but you're getting a really nice quality product that fits right.
Although for a little bit more, I think the qualifier, that's the 2-into-1, that's better on a custom bike personally.
Yeah.
So if you're making a bike to look like a scrambler or a flat tracker or the desert sled, it totally changes the look of the bike, and to me it sounds much better. It really barks when you if you crack the throttle open. The silencer's smaller, so therefore it's a bit louder. It's a really wide diameter pipe. I just think they look wicked.
Yeah.
But also take some weight off the bike because you only have one.
Yeah.
These front down pipes are double skinned, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, even these pipes are obviously a big weight saving on standard pipes, but if you put something like the 2-to-1 qualifier on, it's like a quarter of the weight.
It does make a lot of difference.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Can we hear the difference between the stock one and slightly changed one?
Right.
We haven't. That doesn't go.
No, but
okay.
Well, I've got a key for another one. So
Okay.
if I give you the key for this one.
Yeah. Shall I go and get the white one?
No, you do that. I'll go and get the white one. I'll be back in a second. So that's the standard pipe, so same as the interceptor. So there's the stock pipes.
Yeah.
And that's with the baffles in. So actually the qualifier is the same. They've both got removable baffles as well.
We can't ask you to wheelie this one because it's sold.
No, you can't wheelie it.
Probably not on film.
No.
But riding position is the same, isn't it?
On both of these.
On both of these, and the handling and everything.
Yeah, everything.
No
so
different.
nothing's been changed. So that's obviously still got all the standard suspension and everything.
So you got the looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the looks, the feel, the sound, and a bit more go. But the suspension that we use on these is the same brand as we fit on the Interlayen, the YSS. It's much nicer.
So you would recommend, if to go further, you would recommend to
not
change?
to go further, no. It doesn't matter how far you travel on the standard suspension, it's fine.
I mean, to go further with a build.
Yeah.
Oh, to go further with the build. Yeah.
That's what would you recommend?
Yeah. I mean, like we said earlier, the YSS is sort of a good. It's like a good mid-range product. It's again, you don't want to spend too much because then it sort of outweighs. Do you know what I mean? You want to try and keep it in a good price point where it's sort of.
But when you bolt them on, you immediately notice the difference, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, these shocks at the standard shops are fine, but they're fine. They work really well in most circumstances. But if you put two people on them, they're not the best. Or if you ride the bike fast, once you start riding quite fast, they don't really catch up with themselves very much, and then you put the YSS on and immediately straight away you notice it. We do an upgrade for the front as well, emulsion valve on the bottom and progressive springs, and with those fitted on the front and YSS gas shocks on the back, that makes a lot of difference. Better, well, like I say, for two people, or if you just want to ride it a bit faster.
The rear shocks as well, again, fully adjustable, so you can set it. You can set it up properly to your weight, how you're riding.
Yeah, and it's all again, like this is all cast here. That's all billet machine stuff. It's all really pretty to look at. It looks really nice.
The engine, does SNS makes the engine for Continental GT as well?
Yeah,
the engine upgrade.
Yeah, all the bits. So all the bits exactly the same motor. So yeah, the bits.
Is it exactly the same motor? So what you did with yours,
you could do on a GT.
Everything can be done on GT.
We have done one on a GT actually. We've done it for customers, the 865 kit. But yeah, it's the same motor. So everything that you fit on the Interceptor, like what's on my bike, can go straight into that as well.
Possibilities are also
exactly.
very wide, wide. And you have most of the parts in your shop.
Yeah.
You do almost everything.
Everything that's on that bike there, we've got, in the shop, and we fit, quite regularly. Yeah. Again, it's like we said earlier. Some people just come in and they just want that mudguard with that backlight, but they want to keep the rest of it. Or some people want everything. You can. If
we had a guy in today who wanted to buy an Interceptor, and he wanted straight away to paint it purple, didn't he?
Yeah. So you can literally do. If you want to come in and spend 200 quid, you can do that. Or if you want to come in and have something completely bespoke, we can do that as well. We do whatever someone wants, really.
Yeah.
And this bike was sold last weekend when you just opened the new showroom.
Yeah, so last weekend we had an event here, which was our launch party because of the new showroom that we opened. And this bike was, that was on the Saturday, and we finished this bike on the third. In fact, we got the paint back on Thursday morning, didn't we? Yeah. And we put it together, and we parked it up there, and a chap came a long way. I think he came from Southampton, is that right?
Was. Yeah.
Because he wanted to buy a custom one, and he saw, and he said it's exactly what I'm looking for. He absolutely fell
And you
in love
sold
with
it?
Yeah.
He bought it there and then, yeah. The next thing is to set up, you come along and have a ride on them.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to build one. Do not sell it straight away, so I can ride it a little bit.
Okay.
That's the plan. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear that? That's on camera. Everyone heard it.
Yeah, that's it. We'll build you one.
That's it.
That's it.
Cool.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you,
and
guys.
we will see you in the next one.